Yeah. It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype? It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah, sector competition, and he play with Tony Dungy. Better listen, I'm talking about Big Game Sports Buzz. Said everything you need and more. Yeah. Big Game Sports Buzz. I thought I told you once before. We call him Big Game James. Yeah, Big Game James. Big Game James.
What up, everybody? This is Big Game Sports Buzz. I am here where fanatics and pro athletes come together to talk about sports, sports and everything else, and the craziness that is. I am Jay Stocks. Of course, I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend. The reason why we even have this thing going on called Big Game James. What up, dude? How you feeling?
Hey, dog, you see me. I'm rocking like a B-boy right now. I got my hood on, dog. I'm ready to go, dog. I don't know what it is.
You know what it is.
Ready, baby.
You know what it is. It's because I'm rocking like this, but that's okay, man. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I got my little cholo style, man. You know what I'm saying?
You said we was going to talk basketball. I got my little NBA ride out jogging suit on. I'm ready, dog. I'm ready. Hey, it's the official, where's that? The official Nike joint that they wear on the court. I don't know if you can see the little black part on the hoodie. It's official, but hey, I can go make 100 layups. I can't dunk no more, but I can lay that ball up, baby.
I'm saying, man, you look like Greg Odom's like uncle, and he already looked like somebody's uncle. So
I'm gonna let you have that, dog.
Yo, folks, we are so glad that you are here with us. Before we begin, again, make sure that you like, subscribe, ring, hit, click, whatever you need to do with that bell so you know when you can catch up on Big Game Sports Buzz and all things Big Game Entertainment. Of course, we're here on ASAP Plus. You can check us out on Viva Live, channel 598, right, for ASAP Plus. But, yo, we got a lot of stuff to get into. What's the other one, man?
What's the other what?
Roku. You remember?
Tiki TV.
Tiki TV. Thank you, sir. Tiki TV. Yo, Jose, my man. Yo, we about to get this thing a rocking, bro. You know what we're going to do. You know how we do this. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Of course, we start with 4 downs. Yo, check this out. 4 downs, we take what is going on in sports throughout the week. We put it up, we chop it up, and we say, hey, man, let's talk about this. The first down. Of course, this is the post-Super Bowl edition, right? Takeaways from the game. What did we see in the game that we said, made you think, made you say,
That the referees cheated and wanted the Rams to get the Super Bowl.
Wow, is that how we doing it already? That's how we starting it out?
I mean,
the refs cheated?
Yeah.
The refs cheated? Did they cheat?
In the last minute and 30 seconds.
Look, man.
Do I sound like a bitter Cincinnati Bengals fan right now?
You sound, yeah, I'm like, yo.
And I'm not. It's just, I'm just joking, man. You know, you said my takeaways of the game.
What was your takeaway?
My real takeaway when I thought about this question, Jay, for real, is that, we did a show earlier in the year, and if y'all missed it, y'all go back and check out the episode we had with Tarek Glenn, and we said that the Rams are the super team of the NFL. Everybody talked about the Golden State Warriors being a super team when they went and got KD to go along with Clay and Curry, right?
Yeah.
You trade the farm to bring in Matthew Stafford, get the quarterback that you were in love with, right?
Right.
You bring in Odell Beckham Jr. and then to add a pass rusher to that defense alongside Aaron Donald, you go get Von Miller. Yeah. So the takeaway I got from this is maybe the Rams have a new formula of what it takes to win and not doing it through the draft. For so long, the Patriots way, Jay, was draft, get your guys in late rounds, build the great core team, the great just my pieces, my way team, and win. And I think the Rams have showed a new formula of what people might be able to do to try to put a team together to have instant success.
But here's the thing, man. You know what? The Rams are not the first one to do this, and I'm it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get started. The Bucs were the first. The Bucs were the first to go ahead and say, hey, you know what? let's go get Brady, and let's go get Gronk, and let's go get this guy, and let's go get AB, and let's go get. I know you're gonna put your finger up. I know you putting your finger up, but Tampa Bay was really kind of the first to say. Actually, no, they weren't.
They had a lot of those pieces through the draft, Jay.
The Washington Redskins, formerly the Washington Redskins, formerly Washington football team, now the Commanders, were actually the first. If you remember, they went out and got Bruce, and they got all these old dudes to try and win.
But they didn't win. No. They didn't do it right. They didn't do it right because it doesn't
work.
Well, Daniel Snyder's a dipshit for one. Before we even get more into the Washington Commanders and what they do or don't do, right?
Sure. Right.
But what they did was they tried to come up with a formula similar to that, but all they did was go get former number 1 draft picks. So they got number 1s that didn't work out other places.
Way past their prime.
Way past, yeah, exactly. So when they brought in like Archuleta and Trunk Candidate, Lavernius Coles, all them cats, and they did what they did. Bruce Smith was like, well, I need bigger names to help me get the sack record. Fuck Bruce Smith too. Yeah, I feel a certain way about the commies. Anyway,
apparently,
and I'll tell you more about that later, Jay. So anyway, they didn't do it right because what the Rams did differently is that they got guys that can still play and be effective. Yeah. They got guys that were still capable of making plays on the teams they were on. Yeah. Now, why the Broncos got rid of Von Miller? He wasn't a distraction. He wasn't a locker room piece. I just think they wanted to free up money for the future when they try to go chase that big name quarterback and build and build a little bit younger. Understandable. Yeah. Quarterback the coach loves. So, but they found guys that could still play and did it wrong. Now you say Tampa tried to put together a super team. Tampa just went and got the best quarterback in the game. And he brought in his old friend to come play tight end with him.
Wait a minute. That defense was not drafted. Don't do that. Leonard Fournette was not drafted by Tampa Bay.
Leonard Fournette plays running back. He didn't play defense.
I understand that. All I'm saying is that you still got players.
Hey, JPP, Shaq Barrett, and Ndamukong Suh.
Yeah. They were all drafted by Tampa Bay, right?
They were free agents, but it wasn't done at one time. It wasn't done at one time, Jay.
It was over like 2 years. What are we talking about here?
It's cool. It's cool.
How long has Tampa Tom been there? 2 years.
He was there 2 years. Okay, man.
Okay.
I mean, all right. We'll see. Now, but think about it. When Sue got there, they didn't go like, "Hey, we getting Ndamukong Suh because we're gonna make a super team later." He just played good at an older age. I mean, he did good for it.
Look, it's okay. It's okay if you have a super team. You have a super team. You did what you were supposed to do. You went out, you won the bowl, you got a chip, and that's that on that. I mean, I don't look. Here's the thing. We're going to talk NBA later, but if you have a team that's a quote unquote super team, but the team wins, did you not do what you was? Did the GM not do what he was supposed to do? He got out. He got the players.
Yeah, but I don't think we're categorized as going out to do the super team thing the same way the Rams did it. That's just me, but it's all good.
Oh, okay. I mean,
I can take exception to it. It's okay, man. It's your opinion. You're entitled to have it.
Okay, so here's the question then.
Okay.
The Celtics with Allen and the dude
Garnett
and
Garnett, Paul Pierce.
What did he call himself? Not the answer, but the question or whatever he's called. Anyway. Would you not consider that a super team?
Yeah, I think the Celtics did that thing.
Okay, but they're not considered a super team. They're just considered a big three. That's it.
Well, they didn't put that title on them like they tried to do it with LeBron because of all the emphasis that put on LeBron being a fan or a hater. But I think you very instantly could have gone with that Celtics as being one of the first super teams.
Sure.
And how they put that together, and they put that team together to be able to beat LA and beat Kobe and the boys to get that that first title. They got out of what they go for a twofer with that KG and Paul Pierce squad and Ray Allen, or was it just
they got one? Yeah, they got one.
Okay.
But I mean, this is kind of been the MO of sports, man. You try to put together teams, especially in NBA. But you try to put together, the best players. LA did it with Gary Payton and Karl Malone, and we see how that worked out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And
Karl Malone was done at that point in time.
So was Gary Payton.
And the glove was like the mitten. He wasn't the real glove. You know what I'm saying? He was like the mitten, dog. It wasn't.
It's like an isotoner.
Yeah, he was like, he should have been like Gary Payton, the workout glove. Like he had the fingers, cut off. You know what I'm saying?
Cut off fingers.
Yeah.
That's
It
cold.
wasn't the same thing, dog. Which, no knock. Hey, I love GP, dog. I mean, that's
sure.
that's one of my favorite players back in the day.
Absolutely.
And they tried to go to a spot. That move was 2 years too late, I think. You make that move 2 years, sooner, and they still had a good playoff run that year. It just,
I agree. It's just what it was. All right, so takeaways from the game. Look, super team. They are who they. You know what I'm saying? They moving forward, and that kind of brings us into the second down. Do you believe either of these two teams can run it back for next year?
Hey man, Jay. Now the one thing we know we've seen.
Yeah.
It's hard to just get back to back, let alone win it back to back.
Right.
I think both of these teams have the makeup to where, okay, if Odell's healthy from the ACL and he comes back, Woods comes back healthy. They keep the defense intact. The only one I think that they plan to really lose is Whitworth. The offensive tackle said that he's going to retire.
Yeah.
They should have the makings of bringing that team back. Now you look at someone like Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay was one of the first Super Bowl teams to bring back damn near all the starters on both sides and then get beat in the playoffs and not even get back to the Super Bowl.
I think they brought back like what, 21?
Yeah, it was like NFL record is never like 18 or 20, 18 of the 22 or 20 of the 22. It's stupid. Like it doesn't really happen. It's great if it does, but even that doesn't automatically guarantee you a trip back to the Super Bowl.
Right.
I think that the Bengals can only get better. As far as they got that young nucleus, right? I think both of the running backs will be back. The receivers are coming back, of course. They just have to bolster the offensive line. I think they'll be able to do that. I think they have a good chance. I think both teams have a good chance. But I also believe that competition out there is still going to be pretty stiff because I still think Tennessee will show better next year. I don't know why. I think they do. I could be smoking
with
something.
Tannehill?
You're right.
With Tannehill?
You're right.
They got to do something.
Or even out the AFC, man. I think Buffalo's only going to continue to get better with Josh Allen. Is Kansas City time up, or will they be another force to be reckoned with and have something to say about it? But I think the Bengals have a chance, but it's going to be tough, man.
Yeah.
To me, in the NFL, you can't just automatically go, "Hey, we can ready to run this thing back." We've seen over time how it looks.
Yeah.
And like I said, and it's hard to get back to the Super Bowl in back-to-back years, let alone win it 2 years in a row.
Yeah, I mean we've seen KC do it. They're the most recent to do it, but I mean, look, that's so tough. But I think when you look at Cincinnati, to me, it's like they got one part they just got to fix. They have to fix it. Well, actually, two. I think the offensive line, obviously, but then they got to do something about that secondary because Eli Apple.
They put together some pieces that got by this year, and honestly, their front plays well without being able to have the blitz a whole lot. So that's how they really benefited from their defensive line play. But and I think Zach Taylor's got a culture going and building in Cincinnati that now you will be able to draw some of those free agents that you wouldn't be able to draw a couple years ago. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now you're going to get some of those guys that'll take a chance on going to, get that, chili 5 ways and stuff and want to go play with, eat some Skyline chili.
There you go.
Other than that, man, it's going to be interesting to see. Rams, of course, being in L.A., who doesn't want to go out to the best coast and play and live the Hollywood dream for a couple of years, man? So,
man, I don't know.
It's interesting to see how it's going to work.
Best coast is the third coast.
To you, being from this great flat state you're in right now. But it's all good,
we got mountains, man. We got mountains, bro. Well, I mean, and hey, look, make sure that you like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you know when BG Entertainment is on Between Big Game Sports Plus that airs on Thursdays at 6. We also have the Sports Chop Shop. Get it together, Jake. It's been a long day.
We need some buttons on here. I want to hit you with that.
That's the other part, man. Go ahead and throw that thing up for that. Buy me a coffee because look here, you want to help us grow? You know what I'm saying? Buy us a coffee, like the show, right? www.buymeacoffee.com Big Game James. Yo, for those who have contributed, yo, we really appreciate it. That helps us with the merch that we're about to send out. That also helps us with the channel so we can continue to do this the way that we do. So, again, like the show, buy us a coffee, help us grow. www.buymeacoffee.com/Big Game James. Let's hear. Let's move into third down. Because, I don't know, some people feel some kind of way. Who was the real MVP of the game? Who was that?
Man, you know, me being the guy I am, you already know who I think. You probably already know who's going to come out of my mouth.
I know
Jay.
you're going to say.
I'll say Aaron Donald.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Even Robinson played his butt off on D-line. But
yeah.
I'm gonna say Aaron Donald was the real MVP to me.
Let me tell you who's the real MVP, man, if you ask me, as I'm watching this game as a fan.
Who?
Joe Burrow.
Oh, God.
Joe Burrow is the real MVP.
Okay, but you can't get it. Okay, go ahead. Say what you're going to say.
It has been, look, there has been a player that has won MVP on a losing team.
When was this?
Who it is. It's been a long time.
No, you're going to go find out and tell me,
I will find it. I will find it. Yo, in the chat, look
shit.
it up, hit me up. You know I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, if anybody out there watching, if you find that, please put it in the chat and let me know.
Put it in the chat.
And I think Jay's pulling stuff out of his
Yoo-hoo
right now.
It has happened. Look it up. MVP that lost the Super Bowl. But, yo, Joe Burrow was hit so many times and kept coming back. It was injured, kept coming back. Yo, kept getting sacked. I mean, we knew what it was. It happened. But dude still had them within 3 points by the end of this game. Excuse me. That is an MVP. That's an MVP, man.
Why did I know you were going to do something like that? I know you. You're a sneaky guy.
I'm not sneaky.
Your questions always have something else in them.
No.
You want to do something different.
What's wrong with being different?
No,
but that's not the truth, though.
It's
Joe Burrow.
So Joe Burrow was not the MVP. Only because he missed on a couple of throws that could have kept a few drives going, and his team lost. Like, you can't be the most valuable player of the Super Bowl and your team loses. I don't care.
Hey, that's on the defense and that offensive line. Come on, man. How do you leave Cooper Kupp that open? How do you do that? Eli Apple. How do you do that?
It was a false start, and everybody relaxed.
Oh, my gosh.
You saw the play. That offensive line, both tackles were in their set with their hands up ready to punch the hell out the defensive ends before the ball was snapped. It happened. They missed it. The phantom holding call was the MVP of the game.
No. We're not going to say the refs are the MVP because they're not. We're not going to give them that. We're not going to give them that power, bro. We're just not.
They used that power in the last minute and a half.
Like I told you earlier on the Chop Shop, hey, I'm just glad it wasn't Stafford. That's all I cared about. As long as it wasn't him, I'm good.
Yeah, man. You hate that guy like he did some stuff to you. Like,
I don't hate him. I just don't. I don't like him a lot. I can say that. I don't like him a lot.
You really can say that, Jay.
I don't hate him
at all.
I don't hate him. I was taught never to hate, but I just
what did he do to you?
I don't know, man. He just has a face you want to punch. He has an attitude that's just bleh. I don't know.
So he has a face you want to punch?
He does, man. He has a very punchable face.
Oh, Father God.
I'd love for him to come on the show. Yo, Matt, Stat Pafford. You ever, come down this way, which I know you don't, but if you ever do, holla at us.
He's from Highland Park, man. We might be able to catch him in the offseason.
Yeah.
And see what's up. See if we can't get him.
Yeah, I'll catch you in the mean streets of Highland Park. Yo, let's go ahead and hit that fourth.
Hey, man, for anybody that's listening or watching that is not from the Dallas area,
mean streets, boy,
the North Texas area,
man. Mean streets of Highland Park.
Highland Park is a very affluent section
they
of
got
the
Google.
Dallas Metroplex. And
they got Google.
Put in Google Maps and see the $1 million homes.
Whatever.
Of where Matt Stafford grew up in the mean
Matt
streets
Stafford
of
loves,
Highland Park.
Man,
This funny guy here.
He's a hood dude. He's a hood dude. All right, yo, let's hit that fourth down. Speaking of Stat Pafford, that's me. Yeah, word, Jose. Yo, does this solidify Stafford's legacy?
Jay, we talked about this on the Chop Shop on Tuesday, man. And, we said Richard Sherman made some really good points of, you compare Stafford's stats to even a Matt Ryan stats, And even though Stafford has a Super Bowl, it really doesn't even compare to what Matt Ryan has accomplished on his resume. Yeah, Stafford has the Super Bowl on there now, but I believe these numbers can be inflated by what he does also because he plays for a team in LA with McVay who's going to throw the hell out of the ball, right?
Well,
when you say solidify his legacy,
yeah.
You
know what that means. You know what that means. Don't
I think that he would always be considered a good quarterback, top 15, 20 kind of quarterback.
15, 20?
But top 5 overall. So are you putting Stafford up there like top 5 overall quarterbacks of all time?
Never.
I know you aren't. So
never.
Solidifying his legacy, no, we can't put him up there in legacy status. I can't. I won't.
I mean,
now, granted, I said he played good this year and he was a great fit for what the Rams wanted to do, and it pains you to say that.
Very much so.
And you still might not say it. In your mind, you probably don't even think he won the Super Bowl. You like, that shit was a dream. They ain't played.
He didn't. Everybody wanted to accept him. Everybody wanted to accept him.
Come on, Jay.
He's the only one that didn't get a ring.
Come on, Jay.
Like at the ceremony, I just want to make sure he doesn't get the ring.
He's gonna get it. Did you see him
I
talking?
know.
He was drunk at the parade. You could totally tell he was tipsy.
Bro, okay, so wait. How is it he gets to say, I'm going to Disneyland? How is it? So it's
he right there in Anaheim ain't that far. He can just drive.
But wait, he gets on the commercial, which is usually reserved for the MVP.
Right.
It was Donald. It was him. It was all them kids he got. And I think Cup was in there, but I saw Donald right in the middle. Like, yeah, he deserves that. But then you got Stat Pafford like, this guy? Why does he get to say it? I know why, but
don't be mad at him for jumping on the bandwagon and going to Disney with his teammates, dog. It's all good, man. It's all good. Now, solidify his legacy. I'm going to say Matt Stafford is still who Matt Stafford was, except that now he's finally won all the games that it took to get him to the Super Bowl, and he won that. But we know the defense was the reason they won that game.
Defense, absolutely.
So that's why Aaron Donald's the MVP. Matt Stafford is still a good NFL quarterback, better than average, but not a Hall of Fame quarterback to me. That's just my opinion. And like I tell you, I never care what anyone thinks or cares when it comes to my opinion. That's my opinion.
I you know what I'm saying? That's right.
Like there's a rapper from the Bay Area called Mac Mall, and I'm gonna see if I can't get the rights from Mr. Mac Mall, one of my favorite artists from back in the day in college, and use it when somebody says something stupid. I'm like, my name is Big Game James, man, and this is my opinion. That's all I want to play. Because, hey, Game's Extra Point, Jay, I know we get off subject a little bit, but Game's Extra Point was about to be, this is my opinion. That is what the segment was going to be called in the early seasons of Big Game Sports Buzz, and I just changed it around to the 100 Report, then to Game's Extra Point. So, anyway, that's just a tidbit. You glad I changed it?
I am glad.
Thanks, Jay. I don't like you anyway.
I think I helped you with that Game's Extra Point because the 100 Report is nice, but Game's Extra Point, man.
It was cool. I give it to you, man. That buff nerd brain works, man. I appreciate that.
I'm nothing without you.
Oh.
You are the wind beneath my wings.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go. I can fly.
Yo, that concludes all the 4 downs. Now it's time to go ahead and get into that segment where we look at what happens in the week and we say, oh, my gosh, are you serious? It makes us just say, oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
That's right. Oh, hell no. Look here, folks. It's been a lot of things going on, man. I'm still going to stick to with what I was going to have earlier this week. And we talked about it on the Chop Shop. And I'm going to go first. Yo, the Olympic skater out of Russia, 15 years old. But it's actually not her. You know who it is?
The Olympic Committee?
It's the Russian Olympic Committee, man. Like, dude, okay, look. And I said this in the Chop Shop on Tuesday. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, it's Olympic figure skater, 15 years old out of Russia, Kamila Valieva.
Yeah, good luck on that one, homie.
I did it, I think. Vaeva. Look, anyway, she's 15-year-old. Bro, got caught with steroids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, pumping the steroids.
No. They just said banned substance, Jay. They didn't say steroids. So
it's steroids.
You don't know what it was.
They don't ban nothing else.
You don't know what it is. It could be Dramamine.
It could be, but it's not. Performing enhancing. There you go.
Okay.
That's what it is. Okay. Because what else is a 15-year-old taking? I don't want to. Don't answer that question.
Robitussin.
Now, why you up in that tussin? That ain't it, boo.
Tussin. Put some tussin on it.
Look, the Russian Olympic Committee, how are they still able to compete? I don't understand this. Year after year, after Olympics, they are caught cheating in some form or fashion.
Yep.
In some event, they have at least one person, one event where they're disqualified from because they've cheated every single Olympics, but yet they're still in. What does Putin have on them? That's what I want to know. What does the Russian bloc, what does the Soviet bloc have on the IOC?
Tanks. Missiles.
Because, man, something. Because, look, it's pictures, text, emails, you know what I'm saying? They got them like Snyder, like what in the, you know what I'm saying? They got them like Gruden. They my old hell now because at some point somebody needs to say to them, get the balls and say, yo, you keep doing this.
Lifetime ban?
At least three Olympics. She's 15.
Damn. She 15 and cheating.
She 15, like both summer and winter.
Hey, you saw Rocky IV, dog. You saw how they do.
Oh man, he's not a man. He's not a machine. He's a man. He's not a machine. He's not a machine. That's my favorite part right there.
Hey man, you know Jay, I like that one, and we talked about it.
Yeah,
and I'm glad you hit on that one, man, because this is my whole thing. Like you said before. It's and you took it just to the point of it being Russian, not necessarily just being the 15-year-old and being as young as she is. Now, this is why I think karma is real. She had a chance to perform, and she did piss poor and finish fourth. She didn't even medal.
She didn't have the
so
stuff.
That's what you get.
She didn't have the juice.
Jokes
she
on
didn't
you.
have the juice because she knew she was gonna get tested. She didn't have the juice.
Well, Jay, there was a lot that went on, and I had an oh hell nah that was going to include your Dallas Cowboys, but I changed my mind and I left you guys alone. And when we get off the air, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying about the old man and the iPhone and the cheerleaders. Oh. But anyway, my Super Bowl, my oh hell no comes from the Super Bowl. And Vernon Hargreaves III, former Tampa Bay Buccaneer, University of Florida standout, has bounced around the NFL since he's been there.
Go Gators.
Big interception, big play happens.
Huge.
And you know how it goes in the NFL. When these guys get a pick, they all run to the end zone. They celebrate.
That's it.
Lo and behold, you see this guy in a white shirt, beeline from the sideline to the end zone with his defensive team. Now, it's great that you want to celebrate.
Yeah.
But being inactive, you know, you cannot come onto the field. And not supposed to come onto the field to celebrate, even if you are active. Vernon Hargreaves decides to run onto the field in his street attire to celebrate the interception and gets a personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty for running onto the field. Dude, this didn't cost you guys the game, but damn it, it didn't help either. Man. Vernon Hargreaves, what grandmama used to say at church? Sit your ass down. Get off the field. Oh, hell nah. Hey, I know you like the little red arrow I got there. And everything.
I like that. But you know what, man? Look, camp is a thing, man. It's a thing out there. This is what I'm going to say, though. If you ain't got on cleats, don't get on the field. If you got on slides,
go sit down somewhere.
Go sit down. You got on slides. Slides.
You know he had some sunflower seeds.
Man.
He probably had somebody go get him a hot dog before halftime. Sit down somewhere, dog.
Sit down. Nobody needs you out there.
Things you can do. Get on. And see, this is my thing, Jay. Let's see. I didn't even know when I first got to the league and they say, hey, you inactive? I was like, what the hell is inactive? I didn't know all 53 people didn't dress, right?
Right.
I was pissed off because my first two games, I was active as a motherfucker. I was like, yeah, are you inactive this week? Huh? So you inactive, you still encourage your teammates and you celebrate with them.
Sure.
I don't want my people looking on the field like, what? There go James on the field. He ain't even dressed. I don't want to sit your ass down.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't
That's
bring no
young
attention to
folks.
yourself,
That's young folk when you're not embarrassed because you in slides in the Super Bowl.
In the Super Bowl.
You know what I'm saying? Like Odell is over there crying because he can't play, but you in slides celebrating. Come on, bro. Look here, man. Like the show, buy us a coffee, help us grow. www.buymeacoffee.com/BigGameJames. Help us to grow the channel. Help us to grow the brand. BG Entertainment is definitely coming up. You know what I'm saying? We're doing a lot of great things, a lot of shows. Chop Shop on Tuesdays. You know, we got Cowboy Connection that'll be coming up real soon. And we also have, of course, Big Game Sports Buzz on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Yo, there's going to be a new show that's going to be like totally different, but it's still going to be Big Game. We talk about all kinds of DCU, MCU, manga, anime, all that kind of crazy stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Bloody 2 is definitely coming to you, and Big Game won't be there because he has no idea what we're talking about.
Nah,
I know her.
I'm going to watch and celebrate, though.
Let's celebrate, brother. You know what? You might learn something. But definitely, yo, hit us up. Next segment that we got, a brand new segment that we're actually debuting here. Keep it on the court. So check this out. There's been a lot going on in the NBA as the NFL season is starting to wind down. Actually, it doesn't really wind down, does it? You know what I'm saying? It's like after the draft, maybe. But as it starts to kind of go into the second part of the season, as I like to call it, we now, you know, change our focus over to the NBA. Last week, the NBA trade deadline, wow, flurry of action. So today, we're going to actually talk about some of that stuff that happened in NBA trade deadline. So the first one, of course, the big trade, we got to talk about this. Harden finally gets out of Brooklyn. Ben finally gets out of Philly. We're not going to talk about who won because we know who won the trade. But what does that say to the rest of the league? Well, Harden, who essentially can play with just about anybody, says, I got to get out.
Hey, Jay, let me ask you something now. This is some of the stuff I heard. I don't know if it's true. I want to know if you heard some of the same things.
Yeah.
I heard in practice, Kyrie Irving was locking up Harden, calling him a fat scrub, and Harden was getting pissed off because he couldn't beat him one-on-one. And essentially like, yo, I can't play with this dude. I want out of here. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that's just some of the stuff I heard. Can you see James Harden being that guy? Like, yes. Damn it, I can't. Get me out of here. I don't want to play with him. Yes. Can you see that?
I can because, you know, I don't think he's – I don't want to think he's that sensitive, but that's kind of what I've heard as well. You know, I got a couple of people that do work here and there, and yeah, it was basically Kyrie just being a yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, being a Richard.
I wonder.
He's being a Richard.
Hey, well, we could talk about who won and who lost that trade. I've never been real after last year's playoff performance.
Yeah,
I'm not sold on Ben Simmons being a dog and a killer in the fourth to be able to help the team win. So, and to me, Embiid's playing great.
Embiid has been playing great, but I can't trust the process, though.
Exactly.
I can't trust that process.
You can't trust the process?
No, because, listen.
He's been healthy all year, though, man. For one time, he's finally been healthy.
Here's why I can't trust the process. You went from, demanding first-round picks, right? More than one first-round pick, to giving first-round picks to get this dude off your roster. I no longer trust you. You know what I'm saying? It's like that person that's saying, look, I tell you what, I got this car, no less than $20,000. He keeps it for 6 months. Then he's like, look, man, look, $2,000. Just get it off. Just $2,000. $2,000, and I give you some tickets. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
to the movies.
Wow.
I give you 2 tickets to the movies.
Okay.
Like to me, that's what it is. I no longer trust the process. I don't trust the GM. He's trash. Everyone has known he's been trash, but he's definitely
You
trash.
think Dolan's a dipshit?
Oh man, come on, bro. This is the worst move. The worst move he could have made, because now you also have to look at the contract that Harden could possibly have after this. Dude, it hamstrings him in so many ways, and now you don't have anything for the future. Oh, and by the way, you traded away your big body in Drummond and your shooter that's coming off the bench in Curry.
Hey man, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Because Curry was on your squad.
Yeah.
Why the hell did everybody disrespect the little brother and trade him away? He's a dead eye spot up shooter that most NBA teams can use. I've never understood why little brother Curry, is so expendable to so many people. And he helped Brooklyn come back single-handed last night and beat the Knicks after being down 28.
Bro, and that's the thing, that people want him to shoot all over the floor. And that's not what he really does.
He's not his brother as far as like creating his own shot and throwing it up.
He's not.
But he's a damn good spot shooter.
And you know what else he is?
What's that?
He's not a bad defender. He's not a bad defender.
But people don't value defense in the NBA anymore.
You're correct, which they should. They only value defense when it's the last 2 minutes.
Right.
But by that time, it's too late.
Everyone can't. This is the thing people don't understand about the NBA. I mean, they say, how you making all that much money? He don't even score. Hell, it's only one basketball.
Bro.
Everybody can't score like they used to back in the day.
Yeah.
Somebody you got to play your role and know your role. And Curry knows his role. He plays well.
He does.
But that trade, all in all, man, the East is crazy right now because Milwaukee's not what they were last year.
No, and that trade,
the boys, they have them. But I think.
And they got old ass Serge Ibaka. Like
is James Harden actually going to be in shape before the year is over with to help Philadelphia make a run?
Does it matter? I mean, he's at the point now. He's not Zion fat, but he's like, ooh.
I mean, pound for pound and position wise, he's the guard version of Zion Williams right now. He's a little, hey, he's shopping in the Husky section of Tom McCann right now, dog.
Yeah, he a little husky. You know what I'm saying? He a little husky. But look, I think he'll be fine because he was fine in Brooklyn. He'll be fine in Philly. He'll figure it out.
He wanted to shave his beard to look skinny.
That's cool.
Oh shit.
That's cool.
I got hot laughing, dog.
Yo, if anybody knows Harden, come on. Tell me to come on. We'll definitely talk to him too. Pound for pound. That's a fact. MJ, pound for pound, baby.
Pound for pound,
you know what I mean?
dog. Hey man, he the point guard equivalent to Zion right now. He look like he just say fuck. Hey, after the game, I think he go back and just get a pack of Twinkies and just start eating on them motherfuckers. Wow. Man, I really do. Wow. That's what
that sounds good right now. Yo, so McCollum also got traded from Portland. I'm thinking Dame is probably like, what the hell, man?
But did you see his quote today on Twitter?
No, what did he say?
Man, he came out and was straight politically correct on everything. He said, I know what my heart is. I know what I want. I want to win a championship, yes, but I want to win it for the city of Portland, is what he said. And they just traded away dude and didn't really get you the piece neat. Dame is not going to win a championship in Portland, being in the West with Phoenix and Golden State right now.
No, sir.
It's not going to happen.
No, sir.
I love I love Damian Lillard, dog. I love it, man. He Bay Area boy, straight Oakland's finest. I think it was Bishop O'Dowd High School. He went to one of them damn private schools. Anyway, he's the guy. He goes back. He does for his community. He's a player on the court. He can light it up. He can handle the ball. But, I wanted to hear Dame say, this is bull.
Exactly.
I can't believe they did it.
Exactly.
This is my last year. I'm done. I want out. Because there's no way you can keep trying to say you want to win one for the city.
You can't do it.
And your GM and them aren't doing anything to make your team better around you for you to go get your championship.
Not at all.
Like, what are they doing?
Not at all. Not at all.
Come on, man. You sent McCollum, like we said this a couple weeks ago on the Chop Shop. Y'all sent that man to New Orleans to play with the Pelicans? What'd he do? It wasn't that bad, was it?
But you know what, though? Sending him to New Orleans, and I know there are people out there that are talking about Zion just wants to get out. But I think if you now have McCollum there and you put maybe one or two other pieces, especially when that can come off the bench to kind of help that whole situation, I think now you have a player in Zion that may say, you know what? Let me go ahead and get on this, Noom. Let me go ahead and,
No, you didn't say Noom, dog.
Get some Noom. Let me get some soda, state of the art. Let me do something.
Yeah.
Where I can lose the weight so I can come back 100 or at least, 90% and do something. Because, I just, once they traded everyone out of there, it was really nothing else he could do. But now you got McCollum playing next to him. I think that opens up his game. Now you have an outside guy that can dribble the ball up and he can just do his thing. All he has to do is just do his thing.
Man, I just want that young cat to get healthy, man.
He got to stop eating.
Come back and be a player, man.
He got to stop eating. I kind of feel you, MJ. I
think he done for real, man.
Man, look, it's every year he's been hurt since he got in the league. Every year. Actually,
you feel like it's been like 12 years, dog.
He was hurt before he came in the league.
Well, I mean, he had the Nike blowout fiasco, dog, and where he
3 years.
hurt his knee. Shit. I don't.
Was he like 21?
If that.
I'm saying you've been hurt every year. Look, man. Whatever. Let's move on, man. Dallas decided to trade Porzingis. Yeah, I agree, MJ. New Greg.
Hey, Jay, can I ask you something?
What's up, man?
Why'd you have to put this hometown news question on the podcast?
That's a big thing, man. That's a big thing.
No, it's not a big thing.
It's a big thing.
No one cares about the big unicorn, dog. No one cares about Porzingis being gone.
And that's a big thing because this guy was the big unicorn. He was. I mean, he had like one of the biggest contracts in the league.
Yeah, because the Knicks are stupid.
Well, yeah, they are. But
y'all picked it up, stupider.
Yeah, we did, yeah. But we got rid of it for two contracts that don't even make sense. Bad front office, bad, yeah. So look, Porzingis again. We can spend 2 minutes on it, okay? Just 2 minutes.
I mean, I'm good, dog. That's your boy, dog. But I'm like, you sent me that text. I was like, really? We talking about Porzingis for Dinwiddie? Like, y'all didn't even get nobody for what the hell, Bo? In the words of Big Low, what the hell?
Is this a throw your hands up kind of moment?
Yes. Because I feel like Dallas could have got more out of that, and they just settled like, well, it was just for us and this in our future, and and the GM tried to sound so intelligent talking about the trade, and at the end of it, he sounded like the goddamn Charlie Brown teachers to me. I'm like, you wong 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 wong.
Nico's trying to, I mean,
you got
Nico's
nothing out of the
something.
deal. Spencer Dinwiddie is cool role player, but for Dallas to ever really compete in the West, you got shit, Jay. You didn't get anything.
They're gonna try and move them. I can tell you that right now. They're trying to move them.
Something, but what you gonna move now? Trade deadline is over. So now you're playing for the following year again.
Yes.
Y'all are stupid.
As long as we beat the Clippers, that's all I care about.
Huh?
As long as we beat the Clippers, that's all I care about. I just want to beat the Clippers.
The Clippers are done this year, dog. Both of their stars out, and man, whatever. Paul George probably needs that shit. Man, come on, man.
Yo, and then finally, hey, man, I got to put this up. The LA experiment. Is it done? Is it done? The LA experiment. Is it done?
Are you talking? You talking about? You doing the Lake Show?
I'm talking about the lame show.
Shit.
The joint that you sent me, I should have put it up here. Los Angeles Losers.
Hey,
that was so great. Thank you for sending that to me.
You welcome. My wife hates me for it, but it's okay.
I meant to send it to her.
Everybody's talking about like the last two games that they finally. The Lakers are probably going to end up in the play-in game. Not make the playoffs, or they might make it. They can't sustain long play. Like as soon as they get things going, somebody else gets hurt again or something happens. How did it happen to where LeBron sold the front office and everybody's blaming LeBron? Now I'm not in the room. I don't know. But my whole thing is how did you sell them on Russell Westbrook? How did y'all go, yo, Russ is what we need? He hadn't won shit anywhere he's been. He's too busy worrying about Fashion Week in Paris.
Why didn't they trade him, though? Why did they not trade him? They had a chance to.
No, they had no cap. What was somebody about to give up for Russ? Real, Jay. I mean, think around the league. Who wants Russell Westbrook to come in? Anyone else a competitor that might have something offered doesn't want him. So what were your
choices? A trade. There was a possible trade with Washington. He can go back, but I don't know, man.
Okay, who are you gonna get on Washington? Bradley Beal just got hurt, probably done for the year, right?
Yeah.
So who are you gonna get from Washington to come help you?
I don't know.
Dude, nobody. There was no one out there for Russell Westbrook.
Nobody is coming to help him, and I love it. Like I love it. Like it's so great. It's so great.
It sucks for real Laker fans. And it sucks that 2 years ago you win a championship thinking like, hey, we built on something. AD gets hurt. LeBron is old. He can't.
He's getting hurt now more often.
Motherfucker 37 years old to do that to you.
Man.
They got
when
a
I was
load
37,
manager.
When I was 37, I'm telling you, I could run it back, bro. Don't believe that.
I don't. But for the sake of you feeling good about yourself, I wasn't gonna crush your dreams, dog. I'm not a dream. I appreciate my wife and my coworkers at work told me I had to quit being a dream killer.
Don't be a dream killer, man.
Fuck that. Because sometimes some people need to know the truth. It's hard work. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't walk up to me like, hey man, I'm gonna play in the league. Hey, I played in the league, and you don't have the work ethic to play in the league. I know you don't. I'm telling you. Now, can that change later? Maybe. Yeah. But for some of y'all, that shit ain't changing. You don't like to work.
I just needed 2 inches. Just 2 inches.
2 inches for what?
Like 2 inches, and then I've been 6 foot.
2 inches, that's what she said. Hey, welcome to Big Game After Dark, y'all.
Oh, my God.
But real talk, Jay.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was nothing out there to me. If you look at like what the Lakers had to trade, what they got to get. To me, when they messed everything up, is when they let the Buddy Hield deal go.
Man,
when they screwed that deal up, and they could have got. Man, you could have had a Buddy Hield, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, some more. You brought Trevor Ariza back, bro. Russell Westbrook.
I don't understand any of it. Because I don't get what you're trying to do at this point. Like when you have Magic coming out saying it's so bad what's going on in LA. And then you got LeBron who's sitting there. LeBron is like, sorry, folks. Sorry, fans. We trying. No, you're not. You're not trying. You're not getting any better. It sucks. It sucks.
Damn,
LeBron has to retire.
2025. Ooh, I mean, it hurts me because this is my whole thing, and people call it going, well, the GM didn't involve him. Now, to me, if LeBron was really the one that pinpointed that he wanted Russell, and Russell could be the component they needed to win a championship, LeBron James needs his ass kicked. He better not ever be a general manager or anything about a team. Because this is my whole
why? But why? Okay, wait. I got to stop you. But why are they blaming LeBron for GM moves? Because
everyone says that he's the one that went and fought to get Russ there in LA. Is it true? Ooh, I don't know. I hope people lying. I want LeBron to come out and say something like, look, I want his Bernie Mac voice to look, I didn't want this motherfucker on my team. I'm sick of this shit. I want him to come out like Bernie Mac and say something.
Man, he's not going to say anything because he does toe the corporate line. But I've got to say at some point, man, it's just that squad as assembled makes no sense, and you traded away all your young talent. Like, there's no young talent on this team that you can look to. Like, Anthony Davis is like it.
You got Horton.
Why?
Hey, man, I'm just saying, And that's why I wanted Freddie to come on, man. And Freddie couldn't come on tonight, man. Hey, big shout out to Freddie Henderson from ASAP Sports, man, who's one of the biggest LeBron fans. And just to hear him give
LeBron.
every excuse under the sun of what's going on in LA, I just love to hear it. So, Freddie,
LeBron.
when you see this, Freddie, I know you always go back and catch us later, and you text me, hit me up. Freddie, I need you to come on this show, and we need to talk about LeBron and the little trash Lakers right now.
And I like LeBron. I don't like the Lakers per se, but I like LeBron. I've always thought LeBron was one of the most talented players in the league while he's in the league. Like consistent in the league.
37, he's starting to look like 37 right now, Jay.
37, man, he's looking like Tom Brady after that last game, bro. He's just looking raggedy.
Why we going back to the Tampa reference, man, and Tom Brady playing the Rams?
Oh, he's like 44. 44.
He's retired too. I mean, we not.
I
hope
he stay
that.
retired.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't even bring Dallas up tonight.
Yes, you did.
Not really. I talked about the pervert in the front office. I didn't talk about the team.
He said, "Not really." Like kind of.
I talked about the old dude that was filming the cheerleaders changing clothes.
Oh man, yeah, the ball spot. Look,
that's what y'all do.
I just wish we would just make a decision. Either get rid of it or do something. Get some hymns or something. You know what I'm saying? Get some hymns or something. I don't know. I don't care. But my whole thing, man, is he is 37. I don't know if he's waiting for his son, and then maybe they draft him, which I can't see that ever happening.
Hey, think about this, Jay. What superstar son is coming to the league to even be close to what their father was?
Barry Bonds.
Who?
Barry Bonds.
He has a son that's as worthy as him?
No. So when Bonds came in, he actually
you talking about Bobby Bonds. Talking about Bobby Bonds, his dad.
Yeah.
And he had to use steroids to get there. There's been no NBA player son.
That was before he was in the roids.
That's when he was skinny with the Jerry curl in Pittsburgh. I know.
But dude, he was still, and we talked about it in the chop shop.
Like Smitty said, it still takes hand-eye coordination to hit a baseball. I understand that.
Correct.
Like, because Jose Canseco took steroids and still sucked.
He was
I know
trash,
we talked about it.
Yeah. But I don't know what his deal is, man. I mean,
okay,
that's
I'll
true.
give you that. King Griffey. But we're talking about NBA. Let's not go to Major League Baseball to talk about it.
No.
Michael Jordan Jr. is working for Jordan right now, Enterprises, and Jordan Brand.
I thought maybe his daughter would, but
Jerry Rice Jr. Shaq's kids have transferred to schools while being the next best things coming out of high school to go play college ball. That shit is hard.
Yeah,
Who?
Peyton's son.
But he was a free agent that's just starting to do good. He ain't just like killing the league. Don't go there.
And he was on defense.
Yeah.
Right.
So my whole thing is, it's hard to replace that parent. Shit, I'm not even an all pro, but I made it to the league. And my son was like, man, shit, them shoes big, dog. I'm stepping out them things. You know what I mean? It's hard to do it. It's hard to live up to it. So who's going to do what? Everybody talking about, Bronny. Who Bronny? Bronny might be like.
Hirsch. Yeah, Curry.
Bronny could come in and be a whole role. What Hershey say? What Herschel say?
He said Steph Curry and Dale Curry. I mean, look.
That's one out of how many?
But see, here's my thing.
Dale Curry was not a super duper star like Steph is.
I mean, people knew who Dale Curry was.
They know, but he exceeded what his dad did. His dad was clutch from downtown, but he wasn't changing the game like Steph doing it.
Well, no.
Don't give me that shit.
But we talking about, he trying to play with his son. Like, that ain't going to happen. Man. Just give it up.
Hey, man. Boy, you better go sit your ass down and let Bronny be Bronny. If you have an NBA career that's good, congratulations, good job.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down somewhere, Bron.
Yeah.
Don't bring nobody else like Westbrook into the organization, and y'all might be able to do something for your last 1 or 2 years.
I mean, but dude, they brought back Dwight Howard, so I mean that just kind of tells you where this team is, doesn't it?
Say that. The big man is damn near irrelevant right now in the NBA. They brought in Dwight Howard. That's not gonna make or break the season. But giving up other potential trade value that y'all had and bringing in Russell Westbrook set you back.
Because they thought they could, Russ could go ahead and just bring it up since Rajon was gone. They traded him.
He in Cleveland now, right? And Cleveland is balling better than the fucking Lakers right now.
Well, there's that part.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, man, let's get on to this top 5.
Let's get to this top 5. You know what it is. Hey, look.
Too much time on that. Hey, great new segment, Jay. I appreciate. Hey,
Yes, sir.
everybody. Jay Stoggs was the creator of the Keep It on the Court segment, and I'm gonna give him a shout out for that. Other than that Dallas Mavericks hat he got on, man, everything else has been great.
Look here, man. Look. We keeps it real, you know what I mean?
Hey,
Mavs fan for life. Yo, some people have a top 100, some people have a top 50, some even have a top 25, even a top 10. But here on Big Game Sports Buzz, you know what we do. We have to make sure that either in or out in a top 5. This week, for the top 5, we talked about it on Chop Shop. Folks, top 5 Super Bowl halftime performances. Now, look.
And Jay, keep your eye on the chat. Bring
it's
it up.
about to, man.
If somebody add something that we need to share it.
I would share it, sir. But I know it's going to be coming fast and furious. We got about 5 minutes, which I think that's about all we need as long as Big James don't talk a lot. Here we go, man. Give me your top 5, bro. Yeah, I said it.
Hey, well, okay. Since you
Don't
put that, I'm gonna keep it short. I'm gonna keep it simple, man. I think a lot of people watch the Super Bowl strictly for the commercials and the halftime entertainment.
Yes.
Besides us, watching it for the game.
Right.
So me, man, I had to go back and we talked about it on the Chop Shop. And since they talked about it so much, Jay Styles like, ooh, I got a top 5. So here we go. Number 5, to me, Justin Timberlake. And I'm not talking about Justin Timberlake who featured with Janet Jackson in Nipplegate. 2018 Justin Timberlake, when he, did his hit with him and 50 and he went back to the end of time, he did his thing. Number 4, Bruno Mars. Back in 2014, Bruno Mars lit the stage up. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson came out and was silent for about 3 minutes, and everybody was just screaming and yelling, and white people was passing out. So Michael Jackson's my number 3.
Rip off.
Go ahead. Number 2, this year's Super Bowl, Dre, Snoop, Mary J. Blige. And a lot of people try to say, well, why was 50 Cent so fat? Why didn't they have Ice Cube? Listen, they did something that hadn't been done as far as like straight up some real, true hip-hop artists. Dr. Dre kept it true to the West Coast, true to California, with the Super Bowl being there in L.A. It was awesome. It was beautiful. I love it. People try to talk about Mary's boots and what she was singing. She was singing stuff that was produced by Dre that you may not have known because you know her other hits. She still did her thing. I loved it. Number 1, dude, to me, Prince. I just cannot ever get over that. Prince no longer being here. Prince out there in heels, in the rain with his hair wrap, playing the hell out of that goddamn guitar, man. Had everybody tuned in, and it was amazing, man. So that's my top 5. I got Prince, Dr. Dre, Michael Jackson, Bruno Mars, Justin Timberlake.
All right, that's pretty good, man. Look, I don't do my. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, man. I don't do rankings or nothing like that. Listen, I'm gonna go ahead. Prince for sure. If I had to rank him, that would be my number 1, man. Only because Michael ripped them people off. He's supposed to do 15 minutes and only did 12. Come on, man.
Hater.
I'm not hating. Just you got 12 minutes. You got 15 minutes. I don't want to see you stand there for 3 or 5 minutes. I don't want to see that. Do something. I'm paying for this. So, Prince, yeah, Michael, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I actually like the J&J, man, Justin Timberlake and Janet. That joint was tight. Yes, Nipplegate, I get it. But before that, bro, that was a freaking great performance. I absolutely loved it, man. Bruno Mars, listen, he is a consummate entertainer. I don't care what nobody says about this dude. That dude is there to entertain and has been doing it, continues to do it. Fantastic. And for me, for sure, Beyonce and Destiny's Child. Listen, Hirsch, you got it, man. Except for that this year, bro, I don't understand why Mary J had to fall down. Was she tired? Did she need some water? You know what I'm saying? She was hungry.
Mary J fell down.
At the end, man, she just like fell down on the stage and it was like looking at her from top like, you tired, boo?
Maybe that was her celebration, dog. She just made one to make a snow angel and the confetti.
You know what I'm saying? Because, look, 50 Cent looked like $2, man. I'm saying he need to get back in that gym, man. You know what I'm saying? He need to do something, man.
Hey, man, come on, dog. From 50 been around for the last 20 years. From what he looked like when In the Club came out to now, he ain't in the club. He in the tub. He's supposed to be $2.
Bro, he in a tub of
shorty,
chicken.
It's your buffet. We party like it's your buffet.
He in a tub of chicken. Look here. Man, we'll be here all day with that. Hey, I'm Jay Soggs. That's Big Game James. You've been watching Big Game Sports Buzz. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we are on. Thank you again to ASAP, All Sports, All Plays Network. Make sure that you check them out on Viva TV, Viva Live, and Tiki TV on Roku.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Channel 598. Yo, check us out. Big Game is on obviously on Big Game Sports Buzz on Thursdays. Chop Shop on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. as well as Bucks Reports. And, of course, we'll have Cowboys Connection. And look out for Blurry 2 with your big buff nerd. All right? So, yo, I'm Jay Sox. That's Big Game. Peace.
Hey, Jay.
Yes, sir.
I was going to say something. I forgot.
Say something.
That's my bad. Hey, man, and make sure, guys, if y'all get a chance, go check out Games Extra Point. That's my little nugget and tidbit on life, giving y'all a little bit of what I think and how I think about it. You can catch those on our YouTube channel. And I just made a volume 2, the best of Big Games Extra Point.
Yes, sir.
Catch them all in one place, man. Watch it. It's stuff you can tell your kids, man. It's stuff you can tell your coworkers and people around you. If they're doing a little something dumb in life and they need that pick-me-up, sit there, reach into that bag of Big Games Extra Point and give it to them. Other than that, hey, man, Jay Stoggs, appreciate you. Love you. Everybody else, thank you for tuning in. This is Big Game Sports Buzz. We'll holla.
Dope. It's a dope groove.
Yeah. It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype? It's big game, big game.